Big bump, small bump. Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I'm just leaving Rockport Beach. It is about 5:21 p.m. and I just ran out of day. I have some clips put together. I was trying to do a video like I normally do, and I just ran out of time and energy. I could definitely use a big boost of caffeine, but it's 5:21 and then I'll probably be up half the night. In a little bit, I'm going to listen to the hockey game. The Florida Panthers against the Washington Capitals is the game that interests me. We got a blue sky right now. It has been overcast most of the day, and 2 or 3 times we got a few seconds of rain. I'd get a little pitter patter, and I was hoping it was going to just be a deluge, but it was just a few drops. I had a guy talking to me, and he didn't know I was the world famous Boondocking with Dennis. And he kind of had a rig, and I asked him if he used his rig for camping, and he proudly said he uses it for boondocking, and that he had been boondocking 3 or 4 times, about 10 days total. And he was telling me all about his experiences and the good points and the bad points about boondocking. And then he asked me if I had ever been boondocking. And I told him I did it once, which is true. I just didn't tell him that it was 3 years, 4 months and counting. But honestly, I've only done it once. He was from Kansas. And I was just reading in the morning about the Negro League Hall of Fame is in Kansas, the baseball teams. So that would be interesting. Little crack in the windshield. I was going to call and get an estimate on that just for shits and giggles, as the French say. Man, that's a blue sky. Still hazy though. It could be bluer. Got some construction going on there. I wonder what's going to go there. These apartments right here sat damaged from Hurricane Harvey for the longest time. So it's nice to see them getting back together. What time is it? Okay, yeah, there's no school zone today. Well, it's over if there is. That COVID really screwed with my knowledge of school zones. A lot of my friends' kids are homeschooled. Is that common everywhere now? I don't know. Most of my friends don't have kids still in school. They have grandkids still in school. Saw gas was $3.69 a gallon back there at Wally World, so that's creeping back up. What do you say, guys? Red light, did I make it? No, I wouldn't even argue a ticket if I got a ticket on that one. Here's Minuteman. They do a good job there, but they're a little pricey. Walmart takes a lot longer, but it's a lot cheaper. So I guess it depends on what your priority is. My priority lately is I got all day and I need to save as much money as possible, so I go to Wally World. That building on the end there used to be an Ace Hardware, and now it's the temporary Aransas County Courthouse until they complete that new courthouse that we saw was under construction. That La Quinta Hotel on the left is fairly new, last few years. I don't know, 5 years maybe? And that Fairfield behind the gas station there, that was the one the people from the Weather Channel were staying at, the storm chasers during Hurricane Harvey. And the whole back of the hotel came off. The whole back. In their room, they could just walk down the hallway. There you go. You getting a taco, buddy? You need a taco. And yeah, it's weird seeing places you know on the Weather Channel just getting effing destroyed. My buddy that was down here visiting, we were trying to come up with a good YouTube name for him, and I think we came up with Tin Boat Sasquatch. So Tin Boat Sasquatch told me about a cool thing happening down here, and I came and there were people working on the cool thing, and I talked to them, but I didn't want to film them while they were working. The guy said go ahead, and I said no, I'm rude, but not super rude. I did go to the dentist and have my teeth cleaned. The guy did such a good job, I gave him a little plaque. There's your dad joke for the night. Insert your own little rim shot in there. Let's see, it's down here. Something's catching the sun down there. I like these little cottages here. My friends Herb and Patty used to own these. I wouldn't be surprised if they still do. Just little bungalows. And we had another buddy, Albert, that worked for Herb, that was living there. Oh wow, that shiny stuff is where we're going. They got this fence up. I'm glad we waited. So they just put this fence up. That was not there yesterday. The posts were there. That looks kind of neat, doesn't it? I like the tin they threw on there. And this is what Tin Boat Sasquatch thought was cool. That boat is a gate. It swings open. No parking. Do not block gate. Driveway. That's cool. It should say do not block boat. So there you go. Tin Boat Sasquatch. Good find, Mike. Good find. There is a crack in the windshield, but there's the lighthouse inn from a different perspective. And the boiling pot is on the right. I see a boat. Hey, there's the little boat we saw yesterday with the new tires on it, and someone just mentioned it in the comments today. I think it was Sharon, or maybe, who was it? Was it G? Look, there it is right there. Pretty sweet. What a coinky dink. Where's he going? Yeah, while Mike was down here, he came up with some good facts about, I forget the name of the town, Mike. Copano? That, can we go down here today? Yeah, let's go through today. I even know this is technically private property. Well, it's debated if it's private property. Hello, guys. How are you? Good job, buddy. I like his swine shirt. Look at the dog. Dog's watching his owner cut the grass. I wonder if that's the guy that's having a problem with the, about this road. This road is on his property. And the debate was, is it really a road? Or is it that guy's property? He still has to pay taxes on it, so I think it's his property. And if he wants to put up a bunch of gates, he should be able to. But the navigation district disagrees. So they're going to court about that. It'll be okay. So this is what this area looks like when the sun's not shining in your eyes. Hey, for you people that have been watching a while, my buddy that always walked everywhere, Wayne L. White, he had an interesting job where he would go to, you stopping or going? Okay, you go. He had an interesting job where he would go to Antarctica and run an expedition. And I don't know what his official title was. I did watch a really cool long interview with him, sorry guys, that was real interesting. And he's a really nice guy. In his house, he has a collection. His house looks like a museum. And they showed photos on this interview. He owns the hat that Val Kilmer wore in that movie, The Ghost in the Darkness. And I'm like, that is cool. But he's kind of a world traveler. He lives right here in Rockport. And I'm excited for him. He has a book coming out. He thought it was coming out in the spring, but I looked on Amazon and it comes out in September, and they're doing pre-sales. So I wanted to get it on Kindle, but it says if you buy the book, you automatically get it on Kindle. So I think what I'm going to do is get the hardcover, because I feel like he's a friend. I should actually buy the book. I'm going to get him to autograph it, and then we'll do a little giveaway. Give it away to someone from the channel who would like to have it. We're right where those trees are that we showed the other day. Good morning, sir. Gotta wave. We gotta wave from the nice gentleman. Look at the bird. Bird's like, where's my trees at? I wish they would at least take that tree away. That is sad. You can tell the wind is kicking up pretty good by the waves. You know, I didn't know that. Probably 20 years ago, I didn't know the wind caused the waves. I don't know why I wouldn't know that. I think my parents were uneducated, and they were doing their best to keep me that way. And trust me, they did a very good job. But I think they were experts at what they knew. You know? I think everyone is an expert in quite a few things. It's I always say that intelligence is geographical. It depends where you're at. Put me in a medical billing office, I am a freaking genius. I will get our company paid. Put me in a auto repair shop, I am Forrest Gump without that hidden talent. I am Carl from Sling Blade, only I can't fix anything. And it's scary when I think about the things I used to do. I used to do the electrical wiring at my grandmother's house, and she had the old shotgun shell fuses, and I added some electrical outlets for her in a few rooms. And this is before the internet, you know. I would go to my friends' fathers and say, how do I do this? I helped my neighbor, my grandma's neighbor, Mr. Tiger. Not Mr. Tiger. Hi, Mr. Tiger. Mr. Duane, I was friends with his son, Scott. And I helped him with physical labor one day setting up concrete molds. And I'm like, wow, I just learned how to do concrete molds, which was a mistake. Because then my grandma decided that we had 6 or 7 sidewalk blocks that I could knock out with a sledgehammer and set up the concrete molds. So It was always fun. My grandma would try to patch it. She'd get a bag of like Quick Set and patch it, and it would look like hell, and you know, last a few months and be all chipped up again. There's cars coming, and we're not in a hurry, right? I'm gonna pull up real carefully behind this guy and see if I can take his shoe off without hurting him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I noticed this house the other day. We don't often get to see the houses because I'm usually driving in the other direction. But I just thought that was a neat place. Must be a nice view, and they got a little elevation. Bella Tessero? That's a big sign for just a house, right? I don't know what that is. I'll have to remember to Google that and see what it is. Little fade, got an American flag on the left. Man, I guess I picked the right time of day to start filming, guys, because it got nice quick. My microphone was delivered. I'm going to pick it up first thing tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. the place opens, and then be back to filming turkey buzzards. Black buzzards. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just a black buzzard. Sorry. Black face, black buzzard. Red face, turkey buzzard. Or it's a black buzzard that's been eating something fresh. There's someone on their pier. What you doing? I'm nosy. I gotta know. It's just a little boy or girl with a towel. I guess that explains that story. Check out these live oaks from the wind, guys. That wind that I talk about in every video now, that's what it'll do to the trees. It is so bright in front of me, I can't even see. Nope, nothing's behind me. Check out. These trees up here display it well. I mean, look at this group up here. Man, those are pretty trees, and they did a good job trimming them to kind of show off the trees themselves. Very pretty. Well, I think I've kept you long enough this morning, guys. I appreciate you riding along. I got to get out of Rockport for the next videos, film something outside of town. Thanks for riding with me today. Thanks for watching.